Hello and welcome to New Junction, and welcome to the big summer update. Now, I didn't think I'd have another update for you so soon, especially with summer being a relatively quiet period for modelers, but dearie me, so much has gone on, and I've got so much for you still to come. It's been crazy, so I thought I'd do you an update. So what's happened since the last update? The main focus, as you've probably seen, has been my ballasting efforts, and as you can see, the station is now all ballasted and running again, but we've also completed the far side of the new urban side of the layout, which thankfully is running rather well this evening. It doesn't always, but that's a nice touch, and I'm glad it's all over and done with for the time being. Now, for the keen-eyed amongst you, I'm sure you've just seen I've added a express point just here. That's because I'm sure something railway related will end up in this space, possibly over here as well, you never know. But I thought, while I'm ballasting, and as I hate ballasting, I thought I'd add it now rather than later. But otherwise, I'm quite pleased with how that's gone. It's relatively flat, perfect base for building it up, and hopefully certain weathering videos will come next, but who knows. The most important I suppose aspect to this is the base is done with the station, which means we can focus on sort of higher level things such as canopies and lighting and that kind of thing. Before that, I probably, if I can motivate myself, will install signals, track detail, all the wiring that goes through the track for the point motors, etc., AWS ramps, things like that. And I suppose that's the next sort of plan of action. The canopy, I don't really want to be doing it over the summer because, as you'd imagine, it's quite warm in this loft when it wants to be. So I do try and avoid coming up here when it's really hot. Another reason for the burst in energy in the sense of getting jobs done was we had a celebrity visitor coming to New Junction. In this case, it was Matt Slade of Jubilee Road, and he came all the way from Wales to film New Junction, and we had a grand old time. I'm going to input a clip now of him filming. I mean, he showed me up a bit with his professional camera and whatnot, but we did have a fun time. He also was kind enough to bring me as you've probably seen in the previous video, quite literally a suitcase full of his engines for me to have a play with, which was very refreshing in the sense that you get to play with I suppose a whole herd of trains not from your region, and normally I wouldn't have touch with a barge pole for my layout, but it was a fantastic opportunity to have a go and see what I'm missing, which was really nice. So thanks again to Matt Slade. That was a fantastic afternoon. I will put a link either on the video now or in the description below for the two videos he filmed, so go and check them out and check out his channel. Don't forget to subscribe. But no, that was a fantastic day. Now, as I'm sure you've seen, we have some new additions on the layout. The first of which is the actual train this Class 68 is pulling, the Stobart Lesco train. I first noticed an offer, I think it was one of the online stores were doing, and I thought just before I purchased them, because it was quite a tempting offer, it was like a bulk buy, I thought I'd have a quick glance on eBay, and someone was selling this entire set. And I thought I was well chuffed there, because I live near the Lesco depot, and I've got a 68 for that reason, so here it is. So I bought it, and I think it looks fantastic on a modern image layout, because I see these trains go flying past every now and then. So no, I'm really chuffed with that one. The other new addition is this Shanks Freightliner engine. Same again, it's one I've been after. I've been after a half decent Freightliner 66 for some time now. As most of you will be aware, my original one, the straight Freightliner, doesn't actually work particularly well. So this one came up, weathered, etc., and I snapped his hand off. What it does mean though is, because twinned with my EWS 66 on the left and a visitor to the layout, the Arrogate 66, it means we'll have a under closer inspection review of the Bachmann Class 66. So well chuffed with that. Talking of under closer inspection, the long-awaited J94 video will be coming out after this one, because we have two visitors. We've got Wilbert back, and we've got the Mech Navies livery, the Hatton's exclusive of the J94. So they're really sweet little engines. We'll also be having a small engine gala with my Sentinel behind. We've got the DB Class 08 with sound, and something I'm very pleased that's turned up on the layout. We've got in the back right there, we've got a Steelworks Janus, and we've also got a brand new 07, which is an absolute tank of an engine. It's tiny, but the detail on it is absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, it's so new. I'm yet to chip it, and so it's got to sit on this plastic before it can go on the layout. But absolute beast of an engine. The detail is just something else. So really, really excited to get that under the microscope. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will be wondering why I've not done my normal route round the layout for this update. That's because I was trying to avoid this N-gauge coach. I'm sure those who have spotted it will be wondering, why is there an N-gauge coach on New Junction, which is 00? Well, this is a new project, which there will be its own video on, done by a chap called Paul Chapman, who's actually, if I can, this is the 00 gauge one. Here's me thinking I'm prepared for this. If I just pull it out a bit, you'll soon be able to see what it's all about, if that logo means anything to you. Now, those of you who are predominantly on, I suppose, the Facebook scene, as it were, there's two very important groups. There's the Model Railway YouTube community group, which is what the logo is on the side of that. I'm going to commit a sin and zoom you in. There you go, you can see that logo on the side of that coach. And also the Network YouTube map have partnered up through the, I suppose, the brainchild of Paul. We're going to do a tour of everyone who was on the map, who signed up to do a tour. So quite literally, it'll be a massive extended running session, which will start at New Junction and go layout to layout. This does a few things really. It helps bring the community together. It also helps, I suppose, the audience find new channels and possible new avenues and new people to watch and things like that, because we all like fresh content. But so that's a fantastic idea. I'm under a bit of pressure now, because I've got to map these up, or stick the map on them, I should say, and then they're ready to go. And of course, they'll be leaving New Junction with the Flying Scotsman. So very important. The N-gauge one will leave on a truck, but that's where it belongs. So we'll say no more. Now, the final new addition to the layout, which has made a massive difference, and those eagle-eyed fans amongst you will have spotted it already, but it's actually the addition of layout curtains. Oh, I can't focus on the black. So as you can see, the addition of the layout curtains, which I think just cap it off amazingly well. It does overexpose my camera ever so slightly, but if I come up this end as well, I'll turn you back round. You can see I've done the whole way round on New Junction, and I just think it adds such a nice touch to the layout, because it distracts. So you're not looking at the mess underneath, which means I can film shots like this from here, and it means you can enjoy the layout with less sort of focus on the mess behind. And don't get me wrong, there still is lots of mess behind, but it has made a massive difference. Now, I've been saving the best bit of news till last. I'm actually going to start a completely new series, which I am keeping under wraps until it starts, but it will start in July. And that'll be a monthly series, completely railway related, but nothing I've really seen, and I think there's definitely a gap, definitely for the, I suppose, the YouTuber scene. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. You'll have to give me feedback on that when you see it, but keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, it's going to we're going to carry on as normal. Station progress will continue. Weekly videos will continue. I hope you've enjoyed this update, which is a tad spontaneous for me. I have to keep stopping the camera because I've actually got a cough, so I keep coughing. So hopefully I've managed to cut them all out and sound completely normal. But we will see. Otherwise, as ever, guys, thanks for watching this. This video will be followed with a running session next week, as normal. At the time of filming, I am stacking videos, so whether we go back to releasing a video on a Wednesday and a Friday, I'm not 100%, but we will see how we get on. So, as ever, take care. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.